you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my credits are all everything.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
It's complete. Stills. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We're beginning to turn you up.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Burns. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Burns looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. He was looking that time for Stills. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And 6 yards to go.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
I got number 23. I got you, 23. My five. I want that. Give me that one.
From the gun, here's Brissett. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Burns. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Rock it. Ready?
Off the play fake. Burns. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off play action. Burns. It's complete. James White. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
50, plant. 25, check 25.
From the gun on 3rd down. Burns. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down. Burns. That's Stills bringing it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
On the set.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's put him on the buttons. Let's put that.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You draw focus.
36.
Second and 6. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Switch.
Go.
From the gun, Burns. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake. Burns going deep here for Stills. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Leo!
Operating from the gun. Burns. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking to throw. Burns looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 56 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, Burns. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Now Gordon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. For earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Come on out here. Come get some.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw from his end zone. Burns. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Burns. He hits White, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Burns. Catch is made by Harry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Burns eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Burns. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Brissett steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
Going the other way.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before break. Burns. He's going to look deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go. Go to base. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come on, set. Come on. Let's go. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Play action now. Brissett. Throw complete to Herndon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
You ready?
48 smart. Let's go, D.
A quick throw caught by Sharp. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
They're running it. Check.
Go on.
From the gun, Burns, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Burns. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A toss play. Gordon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
51. Let's go one more.
From the 16, Brissett. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's some guys that will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Burns. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Burns, Justin Houston, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
No, hey, lock it.
Looking to throw. Burns. And he's going to go down again.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Burns. That's complete to White. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, stand on. 5.
On 4th down, Burns. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Burns. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again, Burns. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 17 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will get them one closer. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards the pickup. There, the Colts have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Herndon's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down throw for Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Gordon.
Go, just run.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch the flag. 22, check, cover. 22, check, ball.
set, looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Back to the air on second down. Burns. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off play action. Burns. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.